Hey everyone! Some of you may be wondering why I'm holding a sports romance book in my hand, and some of you may have seen my post that says that I am going to be doing a month-long readathon in honour of my partner's basketball club, Wakefield Whirlwinds. We are trying to earn as much money as possible as part of a challenge called CashForKids, which is hosted by the Greatest Hits Radio, and the Bauer Media Group. They basically gave the opportunity to a lot of charities and organisations to kind of challenge us to raise, the minimum is 1,500 in order to top that up to 2,000 if we get that far. And I've really wanted to do something to help and support Wakefield Whirlwinds because I see the difference that they make in a lot of disabled people's lives. If you've become disabled, you have the opportunity to join a community and play a sport that not many people will really know about. And I honestly, wheelchair basketball has probably become my favourite sport because it's so fun to watch and exciting. And there's so much more logic and strategy behind it than a lot of sports, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. But seeing the joy that it brings to my partner and his friends it's invaluable. And as a charity, Wakefield Whirlwinds are really wanting to push for future development by trying to develop the next generation of wheelchair basketball players, which of course starts with children. And if you've ever been in a primary school or a situation where you've had a disabled classmate and they haven't been able to partake in physical education because mainstream schools don't often allow stuff like that to really be involved in a curriculum, which again, a lot of people are trying very hard to get that into school's curriculum, but at the minute, for kids who have physical disabilities or disabilities that maybe stop them being able to play regular able-bodied sports, it's such a special privilege to know that there's charities and organisations like Wakefield Whirlwinds that put aside time every Saturday to do a kids club, and they basically let kids have a go in a chair and experience what wheelchair basketball is. And as someone who can't play but wishes they had something like that growing up, it makes me very emotional because of how much just a small organisation can do for so many people. We are a small organisation of 20 people, and there's been one guy who's run it for so many years, and he is so dedicated and he so wants to push and get as much money as possible to help raise the next generation. And this is what my readathon is for. So a lot of different people are going to be doing different challenges. My partner is doing a 50 miles in 25 days. Basically, however he can do it, so whether that's in his chair, at the gym on one of those ski machines, but that's going to be his challenge. And I've set myself the challenge of just reading sports romance from today till the 20th of August. And I know to a lot of people that's like, well, you read anyway, so what is that really a challenge for you? It's a challenge for me because I'm a massive mood reader, so reading one genre for 1 week, let alone 3 or 4, is massive for me. But also, I'm doing it more so I can raise awareness for wheelchair basketball and its community, whilst also doing something I love and sharing with the community that has brought me so much joy, and making them more aware of wheelchair basketball, disability sports, what enjoyment and fulfillment it can bring to kids who maybe haven't experienced sports before, even tweens and teenagers who have become disabled and used to love football and now can't play football. There's like so many wheelchair sports that are so not talked about. I mean, I don't want to talk about them too much because I'm talking about wheelchair basketball, but like wheelchair rugby, wheelchair football, and being part of an organisation and a family like Wakefield Whirlwinds really gives you the opportunity to experience that firsthand, which is what I've had the pleasure of seeing since I've known James. And I'm starting off, once I finish House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas today, I am starting with my sports romances, and I'm going straight into the second in the off-campus series by Elle Kennedy, which is The Mistake. I'm not going to read the blurb because I really want to keep this video more about the challenge and the readathon than the actual books I'm reading, because it's not really about the books. It's about raising awareness and hopefully getting a few of you really kind and lovely souls that I've known to maybe donate or join in the challenge with me and get your family to donate or your friends to donate, or just spreading the words that we can get hopefully as many donations as possible. Because a lot of people that have joined in this challenge as well are very big groups and we're a small one, so we need all the help we can get. And I know I might not reach a lot of you guys, but I might reach some of you, and that's what matters to me, because like Whirlwinds and Wheelchair Basketball is a community for my partner, the bookish community is a community for me. And I'd love to be able to bring them together once in a while and say, my community did this to support your community, or the bookish community is amazing because they can support causes other than just books. And I think we're at a time now in the bookish community where we need to have some positivity. We need to have some kind of goal that we can all reach to, because it's all becoming so political. And this fundraiser isn't about politics. It isn't about authors or anything like that. It's not even about what I'm going to be reading. It's purely about making sure disabled kids have access to an incredible sport that they may not have access to, because a charity like Wakefield Whirlwinds can only afford so much every year. Chairs are expensive, court hire is expensive, everything to do with wheelchair sport is expensive, and that should be known as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video where I've given a little bit more information. I'll be doing these quite regularly and updating everyone on my readathon as I go. If you want to donate, there's several options. I'm saying people can either, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself because it's very cruel, but I'm saying that either people can drop me a direct message on Instagram with an extra challenge they want to give me while I do this readathon, and then I will pass on payment details so that you can say, I will give you extra for doing this challenge, kind of thing. Or if you just want to make a straight donation, go to the CashForKids site, go to their fundraising section, go to the sports challenge, find Wakefield Whirlwind and give as little as £5. It doesn't have to be much, but it'll add up. And I will link the website in the bottom of this description. But yeah, I really hope some of you lovely people will help support me in this endeavour that I'm doing, and I am ready to begin my very long mission of only reading sports romance for a very, very good cause.